Facts of the copper scroll that will amaze you. Buried in mystery, etched in metal and hidden for centuries. Among the famous Dead Sea Scrolls lies one that's unlike the others. Not written on parchment, not spiritual in tone, but forged in copper and filled with secrets of unimaginable treasure. Welcome to Chronicles of the Forgotten. Today, we're diving into the Copper Scroll, the most enigmatic, controversial, and treasure-laden artifact of the ancient world. Stay with us, the truth might just change what you thought you knew about biblical history. What is the Copper Scroll? Discovered in 1952 at Qumran Cave 3 near the Dead Sea. Have you ever heard of a treasure map written not on paper, but on metal? In 1952, archaeologists made a shocking discovery inside Qumran Cave 3 near the Dead Sea. Unlike the other Dead Sea Scrolls, which were written on parchment, this one was engraved on copper sheets. Rolled up tightly and corroded with age, it had to be cut open to be read. What they found wasn't religious text, it was a list of treasures. 64 hidden locations supposedly containing vast amounts of gold and silver, over 4,600 talents worth. That could be billions in today's currency, yet none of it has ever been found. Written in an unusual form of Hebrew, it seems to have been meant for a very select group of people. So, what exactly does the Copper Scroll say? Unlike the other Dead Sea Scrolls, this one reads more like a detailed treasure map. One line says, "In the cave next to the spring of Shave, dig 3 cubits, there is a chest of silver." It mentions golden vessels, sacred items, and enormous riches hidden underground. Many locations are tied to ancient biblical cities, like Hebron and Jericho. The instructions are shockingly specific, using cubits, talents, and even distances from landmarks. Some entries describe vaults sealed with stone, others buried under layers of ash. But despite these clues, not a single treasure has ever been confirmed yet. Who wrote the Copper Scroll and why? Scholars and historians still debate its origin. Some believe it was created by the Essenes, a reclusive Jewish sect linked to the Dead Sea Scrolls. Others suggest it was penned by temple priests fleeing Jerusalem during the chaos of the First Jewish-Roman War. That would place its creation just before the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 CE. Could it have been a desperate attempt to safeguard sacred treasures from Roman invaders? One theory claims it records real temple items, golden altars, silver vessels, even ritual artifacts. Another theory says it's part of a coded message, symbolic rather than literal. Its unique writing style hints it was never meant for the public eye. Whatever the truth, the Copper Scroll keeps its secrets locked in copper and time. Attempts to find the treasure. Over the decades, many have risked everything trying to find the treasures of the Copper Scroll. Dozens of expeditions have scoured the Judean desert, digging, decoding, and dreaming. But to this day, no officially confirmed treasure has ever been recovered. Among the most famous seekers was Israeli archaeologist Vendel Jones. Some even say he inspired the legendary character Indiana Jones. Jones spent decades following clues, convinced he was on the brink of discovery. Modern explorers now use cutting-edge tools, like satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar. Yet even with today's tech, the scroll's secrets remain elusive. Have we been looking in the wrong places all along? Some scholars suggest the treasure was moved, hidden again, or stolen centuries ago. Others argue it was never real to begin with, just a symbol or myth. Still, the hunt continues, driven by hope, history, and the promise of untold riches. Theories and controversies. Was the Copper Scroll treasure ever real or merely symbolic? Some researchers believe the listed locations are now untraceable, lost to time and shifting landscapes. Others suggest these treasures belong to the First Temple, hidden before Nebuchadnezzar's siege of Jerusalem. Could this be the lost wealth of ancient kings, sealed away in caves and forgotten sanctuaries? There are tantalizing links to apocryphal texts, like the Book of Enoch and 2 Maccabees. Even connections to the fabled Ark of the Covenant have been suggested. Biblical archaeology remains divided. Is this just ancient propaganda, or the ultimate treasure map? Cut to modern mystery. Some say the Knights Templar followed clues from the scroll centuries ago. Others whisper of secret archives held by the Freemasons, or deep inside Vatican vaults. Are we chasing shadows, or are global powers hiding what they already know? The Copper Scroll might just be the biggest unsolved mystery in biblical history. Modern research and tech. Modern researchers are now turning to AI, linguistic software, and 3D scanning to unlock the Copper Scroll's secrets. Advanced imaging helps recreate damaged sections, some possibly hiding key treasure clues. Scholars are cross-referencing the scroll with ancient paths, biblical maps, and shifting topography. But oxidation has made parts of the text unreadable, leaving mysteries just out of reach. Could those missing lines reveal lost locations of unimaginable wealth? The original Copper Scroll is housed in the Jordan Museum, still under active study. Every new scan brings us closer to decoding this ancient enigma. Technology might succeed where centuries of exploration have failed. Finding of research. The Copper Scroll remains one of the greatest unsolved riddles of the ancient world. A mysterious document cast in metal, pointing to buried treasure, protected by time, legend, and maybe divine will. What if it's all real? What if billions in gold lie just meters below your feet? Or, what if the greatest treasure is the mystery itself? Thanks for watching Chronicles of the Forgotten. Subscribe, like, and let us know, do you believe the Copper Scroll's treasure exists? Or is it all a myth forged in metal?